Healthcare is something we all think about as we get older. Things like finding the right doctors, staying fit, and keeping a sharp mind are of concern for the thousands of Americans entering their golden years. On the rise is the construction of age-qualified housing communities that can meet the many needs of America's retirees. In fact, a 2007 study conducted by the National Investment Center for the Senior Housing and Care Industry reports that the number of people moving into age-qualified housing has almost doubled since the study was last conducted in the late 90s. This includes communities that offer continuing care as their residents age and are faced with increasing health needs.
Life can be on a razor's edge. And so we wanted to move while we could. You have to be able to live independently. So we wanted to not wait till it was too late. We wanted a continuing care community where you know you would be provided the whole spectrum of problems that you might face.
As a retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, Joel Swanson was looking for a place where all of his and his wife's needs could be met in an environment that included a sense of camaraderie and common ground. In fact, many retired officers look to be close with others who have also served in our country's 7 uniformed services.
Living among different military bases, you realize that it doesn't matter the branch or whoever, that you all have certain things in that you connect with.
Well, in my case, I spent 33 years in the Air Force, and that was my life. We lived on base with similar interests, and I really enjoyed the friends I made throughout the military.
In an effort to meet the needs of retired officers, their spouses, and widows, Air Force Village West was built as an inclusive community, alleviating some of the concerns associated with aging. And as countless studies have shown, emotional well-being coupled with conventional health services can lead to a healthier, more productive life as we enter our golden years.
Healthcare was very important to me, not only for myself, but because I had been through 8 years of being responsible for my parents' health care. And we had them in our home, and I had full-time help with them. And Joel and I were there, but it was still 24 hours, 7 days a week, and 8 years is a long time. We enjoyed it. I was glad I could do it, but I would not wish that onto our daughter.
Their children don't have to make the decision of where to put mom and dad, because mom and dad have already made the decision. They were all a success in their life. Even the wives, some worked, if not took care of families. So they feel very much independence. They don't want to lose that right. Basically, when you come in the gate of a facility, you lose a little bit of your privileges. And they are very, very anxious to gain back as much as they possibly can.
I couldn't ever have anything like this if it wasn't for him. And he has had heart failure for many, many years. So he was on his 3rd pacemaker, and he was just getting weaker, and we golfed less. In fact, we hardly golfed at all when we moved here, and it's available, but he just started really failing, and he passed away last May. And I miss him dearly.
For generations, the American Uniformed Services have worked for the welfare of our country and its citizens. As these officers enter a new era of their lives, there are communities waiting with open arms to take care of those who have served us so faithfully. Located in beautiful Southern California, Air Force Village West is one of the finest retirement communities in the United States. Created exclusively for retired officers, spouses, and widows of the 7 uniformed services, Air Force Village West offers residential living, an active social calendar, and a superior wellness program focusing on long-term health care for all residents ages 55 and older.
We start out with independent living, and then we have independent living with home health care. From there we go to assisted living. From assisted living we go to what we call special care, dementia, Alzheimer's unit. And then we go to transitional care, and skilled nursing is our next step from transitional. And then the final step is hospice. Hospitals, there's probably 7 or 8 hospitals in an 11-mile radius. They can make their choice of that service. That's the only service we don't provide here. We have a very strong group of residents. We have a very competent staff. Many of the residents look at the people serving the meals and think, that's my granddaughter.
It's a very caring place. And this was brought home. I had a friend who just moved to another retirement facility at the same time we did. And he was noticing how much volunteering there is here. People are very aware of one another, and they do a lot to support each other and to support the village. We just built a chapel. It was entirely done by volunteers, volunteer donations, volunteer support.
It's just so easy to make new friends, which at this age is very important. So in this place, as soon as you go to the dining room, immediately you make new friends or out walking.
Here, it's everything you need. And I mean here, it's walking distance, it's a phone call, it's any emergencies you're taken care of in a matter of a phone call or push a button. And they're there and so fast. Inconvenience, entertainment, it's just got it all.
And it wasn't a matter of going out and finding whether I would like other types of environments, because I enjoyed the military people, and having access to a community like this made it easy for me. I could just continue what I enjoyed throughout my military career.
Set on over 221 acres with sweeping mountain vistas and serene nature trails, Air Force Village West is a community where peace of mind is found and where everyone understands and appreciates the officers who have served their country so well. To learn more about living arrangements at Air Force Village West, log on to afvw.com or call the number on your screen.